Hey, welcome back to Nights and Weekends with me, Marcus, your host. One man band. Thing that's nice is I can go on ahead and kind of, make a video whenever I want. But today, really quickly, and I mean very quickly as a matter of fact, we are going to have to jump in to why the folks that I have seen who have say they're going to support Kamala Harris cannot tell you anything specific that the woman wants to do that they agree with. It turns into a whole bunch of hemming and hawing. I mean, nobody looks into that type of stuff, Mark. I don't understand what it is you mean. So, Ed and Marcus, in the future, throw in the clip you got from the Free Press that was on Facebook of them interviewing people at the DNC, which means that those are folks who should be well versed in what it is that she wants to do. Okay? Throw in that clip.
Yes. Sure. Yes.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
That's a hard one.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
Her being president.
That's your favorite policy position?
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Because it covers everything that she defends.
I'm really excited for her to restore reproductive rights across America.
How do you think she'll go about doing that?
I don't know.
What a fun question.
I don't know. I'm picking and choosing. I mean, I really like most of them.
So you have to look at it broadly, right? It's about what she stands for right now.
What's your favorite of Kamala's policies?
I'm trying to think. Well, actually, more of like, what Waltz comes in.
All of her policies, everything from, I'm non-binary, and so all of the policies for basic human rights to have our own bodies and do with them as we please,
Her willingness to move forward on affordable health care.
How do you think she'll do that as president?
I think she'll work to motivate the legislature to vote in favor of it.
As her as a person, just tops out any policy. I really admire her.
Great. Thank you both so much.
Only maybe two of them knew anything. And that's the average person on that side. Not bad. Not average, but it does represent a lot. Okay. FYI, my side has crazy people too, but I think it was a saying. Ed and Marcus, try to find that clip of the difference between when you're young and when you're old.
If you're not a liberal at 20, you have no heart. If you're not a conservative at 40, you have no brain.
And I think that's true. Even to this day, that's 100% true. If you're not a liberal when you're young, you don't have a heart. But if you're my age and up and you're still on the left, you don't have a brain. Okay? So as we can see, they don't know what her policies are. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick look here. Now, I know because this is what I do. We're going to click here. I know because this is what I enjoy doing. I know that the folks on my side of the argument know more about politics in general, okay, than the folks on the other side that when you ask them why they believe what they believe, it's a whole, it literally turns into this.
I know, but I don't have to tell you. You don't know.
Okay, so let's look here. Partisan differences in knowledge. Republicans fare substantially better than Democrats on several questions in the survey, as is typically the case in surveys about political knowledge. I'm done there. There's nothing else to really say. In general, if you run into somebody who supports Trump, on average, not the buttholes that the Daily Show who wants to spoon feed you what it is that they want for you to believe. They literally treat you like a child sucking on a nipple. They're like, oh, come on over here, baby. How about I just paint all your political opposition as just being rubes and rednecks? That's stupid. I cannot tolerate that. But in general, the folks on my side know more about politics than the folks on the left. Okay. And this is from Pew. This is from 2012, and it still hasn't changed. It's the same thing today. Okay. The folks on my side know more about what is going on than the folks on the left. It's just a fact. Now, Pew, because they just can't help themselves in all fairness here. They say the partisan gaps in knowledge are at least partly a consequence of demographic differences. On average, Republicans are older and more affluent than either Democrats or independents, and both of these are associated with knowledge about the party's position. So, zoom back in on me here, buddy. Y'all don't know what y'all are voting for, okay? Anybody who was up Kamala's yin-yang prior to her releasing her economic policies or her policies, which just came out this week, the second week of September, it just came out. Okay. If you were all on board then, I'm sorry. I can't take your opinion seriously on that because you didn't even know what the hell that like you were voting for. And people in my real life, my everyday life here, when I get out of the nights and weekends basement. Okay. No, I didn't vote for Trump in 2016 because I didn't know the man's core or what it is that the man stood for and what is that he would do. And Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, the person who a lot of folks who I know are going to show up to vote for, even though they're going to say, I do not trust both. I do not trust either one of them. I don't, bro. I freaking hate all of them. Democrat. I don't want to hear that. You sound crazy to me. But anyway, I had just wanted to just finish that up. The average person who is going to vote for VP Harris, or a large minority, like maybe 40% of them, don't know a goddamn thing. They haven't looked at anything. They're young, which by extension, younger people, like how my parents used to say to me when I was young, are stupid. But not to say stupid, ignorant, because they haven't lived. Okay. So if you know anybody who was all for Kamala before she released anything, you can just write off there. They are just voting Team Blue. Okay. And I have an issue with that. And FYI, let me get out in front of this immediately. If anybody in my comment section or in my real life turns around and says, well, your side does it too, and I'm not okay with that. But the problem is that if you do it and I don't do it, it's a difference between you and I. So, hey, I will see y'all in a week. Who knows? But I will see you soon. All right. Bye.